As artists, it's very important that we play at our strengths and that we know what makes us win and we know what we're good at and also what we're not good at. Because if we can focus on the things that we can do well, it's much easier to delegate the things that take more time, and also it gives us a better sense of focus and we can play at what makes us best. This is going to help us stay in our own lane and not really compare to other people or what everyone's doing. I can't compare myself to someone else and the way they run their business because I can only run my business how I know how to run my business, and that is my strength. So moving forward, I need to always keep that in mind, even when things aren't turning out as I think they should. If I go back to basics and I figure out what my strengths are and what makes me win, then I will accomplish whatever I set to do. When people in the music industry are not staying within their lanes, we have a lot of excuses that come up. We have hot topics such as gender, skill set, how to take auditions, all of these buttons that we learned in school. And they really aren't problems we can solve or questions we can answer fully, especially with all the resources and where our industry is right now. However, if we focus on what we're doing with our work, our business, our creativeness, we don't really have the opportunity to focus on what anyone else is doing. And then these subjects aren't really something that hinders us or moves us forward. It's just something that's out there and that we're aware of. But by staying in our own lane, we can still play at our strengths and still know what we need to do to take things to the next level. Stereotypes in our industry absolutely hold us back, and this is something that a lot of young professionals tend to thrive on because it's a great excuse and a fantastic tool for procrastination and not actually taking things to where you want them to go. The first thing that I like to do when sort of feeling like I'm not where I want to be or like something of this nature is getting in the way is separating my facts and my feelings. So what is the actual fact that is happening in this specific instance or in this endeavor, and what are my feelings about it? Because facts aren't feelings and feelings aren't facts. And when we talk about a topic like gender and women in music or men in music or whatever the dominance is, my first question is, am I using this as pressure or as privilege? Are we entitled to anything? Do we deserve anything? What is the norm and what are people talking about? That and all of this is a procrastinating tool that distracts us from what the actual subject is. Social media is another one of these hot topics where we tend to attach our self-worth to our likes or to our followers. And I'll speak from experience. I'll do a video and spend tons of money on it and tons of time, and it gets maybe a couple views, and then I'll post something dumb and it gets tons of likes, and then I'm like, what's going on? This is another great tool for excuse. Like, we tend to associate where we are in our careers and what we're doing with our following and with the things that are happening in social media. But something to keep in mind is social media is the highlight reel of your day or of your life. It's not what's actually happening. And this is a double-edged sword because we get to use perception to help explain what it is that we're doing with our career and engage our audience and have more of an impact. But it's also not what our life is entirely like. So it's very easy to just really get wrapped up in that. So it's helpful to keep in mind that you are running your own career, and what works for you might not work for someone else, or the people you admire, the groups you follow, perhaps what they're doing doesn't make sense for you. So just keep in mind that by running in your own lane and working your business the best way you can is how you're going to have the most success.